Remember, you're never alone, even when you're in the TechLink void that's not the main set. Tech News is always there. I don't know why that would make you feel better. Tech News is not a person, but. Sony has announced that close to 450 movies and TV shows purchased by users through the PlayStation Store in Germany and Austria will no longer be available to PlayStation. The playing will cease. Sony says that they were forced to make the decision due to evolving licensing agreements with content providers, which, you know, is super understandable. Licenses are hard. Ever heard of the DMV? Last year, Sony announced that they would be discontinuing PlayStation users' ability to buy and rent video content, but at that time it was understood that previously purchased content would still be available. The problem here is with that word, purchased. You see, services use words like that, which make it seem like you're actually buying digital content. But most of the time, you're actually just agreeing to lease it for as long as the service makes it available or as long as they want to make it available to you, which they could stop doing at any time. Like Ubisoft, who also cut off access to some games' DLC this week. So most of the time, you don't actually own the digital things you buy. And in fact, you may not own anything at all if we're living in a simulation. So think about that, you know. The company formerly known as Facebook will finally allow users of its Meta Quest VR headsets to log in without a Facebook account. So you can finally disconnect from probably the worst social media platform, but it's not a competition. When the change rolls out in August, all you'll need to use your headset is a Meta account. Wait, what? Meta says the new account's only purpose will be to store your Quest's profile information and connect with other Quest users. And while that's marginally better than the Facebook account requirement, which led to intense user backlash, technical issues, and bricked headsets, it's still a reminder that you are using a product made by the Lizard People Company, TM. But hey, if you've accepted them as your new overlords, the Quest Pro is reportedly coming soon and could cost around $1,000. That'll really show your dedication. And shed a tear for the poor hosers suffering up here in Canada because one of our big four ISPs, Rogers, has been experiencing a nationwide outage since early Friday morning, and it's still happening. It's been a real gong show, eh? The cause of the outage has not yet been identified, but with everything from landlines to mobile phones to debit machines being affected, I'd wager this is probably something more dire than some keener spilling his freezy on the cables. For sure. In all seriousness, this outage sucks more than the Habs' chances of winning the Stanley Cup, right?
Oh yeah.
And I don't watch hockey, so I don't know if that's accurate, but I think it is. And travelers crossing the Canadian border are being asked to submit extra forms since the ArriveCan app is down. Anyways, hopefully the folks at Rogers strap on their toques, grab some 2-first Timbits and double-doubles and just give her till she starts ripping again. Now it's time for Quick Bits, brought to you by Manscaped and their Ultra Premium Collection, the all-in-one skin and hair care kit for the everyday man that covers every body part. Butt, balls, and body. That's them. That's right, the Ultra Premium Kit has shampoo, body wash, hydrating spray, and deodorant to make man maintenance easier than ever. Plus, these products are cruelty-free, paraben-free, and vegan, because depending on animals for your hygiene products is not manly at all. So go to manscaped.com and use promo code TECH for 20% off your order, plus free international shipping. Quick Bits. They're what happens when two longer news stories love each other very much. I like that one. In response to a possible antitrust lawsuit from the US Justice Department over Google's ad business, the tech giant has offered to spin off said business into its own company under Google's parent company, Alphabet. See, then, instead of reporting directly to Google, the ad business would report directly to Alphabet, whose CEO, Sundar Pichai, is also the CEO of Google. It's not clear whether anything would actually change, but these are federal bureaucrats we're dealing with. Google may be able to confuse them with a flashy show of paperwork. Now I'm over here. What? Where'd they go? ASUS may soon launch a new phone that could appeal to Android fans looking longingly at owners of an iPhone 13 mini, such as myself. That's me. A leaked promo video shows the 5.9-inch Zenfone 9 with 2022 flagship specs, a headphone jack, fancy modular accessories, and even a side-mounted fingerprint reader you can use to scroll with instead of swiping directly on the screen. Why would you want that? I don't know. Hopefully this thing launches soon, because what do I want, a TV in my pocket? Phones should be cute, damn it! The early performance numbers for Intel's Arc gaming GPUs hasn't been great, but maybe they'll stand a chance when they show up in Intel's upcoming NUC X15 barebones laptop kits. Documents referencing the notebooks were leaked this week, equipped with Core i7-12700H CPUs and either an Arc A550M or a 730M, which would be Intel's mid to upper tier models. I mean, Apple's chips do really well in their Apple-made laptops, so I can only assume that the same rule applies, and these NUCs will fix everything. Chinese manufacturer H3C has announced what is supposedly the world's first Wi-Fi 7 router. The problem is, Wi-Fi 7 has not yet been certified by the Wi-Fi Alliance, so it's not clear what exactly that means. To be fair, on paper, the magic BE18000 appears to be capable of almost double the top speeds of Wi-Fi 6 equipped routers, but that's like me saying my car is a Formula One because I strapped a rocket to the back. Okay, that doesn't really work, it's not quite like that, but the moral is, don't strap a rocket to your car. I say this from experience. And renewable energy is great, but solar panels have not been so great to recycle. However, according to a new analysis from research firm Rystad Energy, growth in the solar industry could soon lead to billions of dollars worth of materials being mined from old panels, which would lead to less waste and better supply of new panels. So don't worry, environment, see? We're saving you. We're doing it. And save your appetite for tech news because we'll be back on Monday with more. There's always more tech news. It's everywhere. It's like I can't breathe.